Hello friends, I've got me a new model and she wants a feminine short hairstyle with some lighting in it, so it will be a little bit more playable and it will be ultra feminine, and I love her as a model.
We go for green.
Yeah, what's wrong about green?
Nothing.
It's a wonderful color. What's wrong about green? Of course, I always start with protection, and I love it when you tell me to put even this protection on to cut long hair. I don't use it with the reason that when the hair is not short, I see not a reason to close the neckline, but because you like it, I will do it once for you. Of course, I have to start by wetting the hair, and she has long hair for her being, because normally she has short hair. So she puts it behind the ears, and now we're going to cut it above the ears.
It's been too long, I guess.
Yes. Couldn't find me.
Ik was hier nog met de kinderen, toch?
Ja, dat weet ik. Het is een geintje. She was here with the child, so she knows where my salon is. See that the roundness of her skull are wonderful, so she has a lot of curve into the skull bone, and she has a lot of hair, so just play with it. I will start on the crown area where the hair opens, and there I make a playable effect. Just twisting the hair, make it so that I can play with it a lot. I'll start in a short line, noticing that this will be the part that goes open. Take her an angle and work to the short line. Do this in a point cut technique. Ik vind dat zo'n mooi geluid ook, die schaar.
Knip, knip, knip.
Ja.
Kun jij horen aan welke schaar het is?
Ja.
Oh ja?
Ja.
Iets voor wedden dat?
Ja, nou, daar hou ik niet zo van. Now go back to the front. Take her up in the line of laying, so I take it in a curve. Afterwards I'm going to make some highlights into her hair, so that makes it more playable.
Doesn't everybody want playable? Dat hoor ik jou vaak zeggen.
Ja, dat is een goed woord. I love the hairstyles to be playable. I don't know if everyone loves playable hairstyle. I have customers who would put so much hairspray on it that it's not playable anymore.
It's solid.
Yeah, solid, like a rug. But I love playable hairstyles. And wetting in between. I can already see that it becomes something. That's good, it's good. Eh? Deep slice technique into this corner. Take off a little bit of the weight of the hair. And now I'm going to work to the side. Now I take the shape of her skull and the lines of her face into my hairstyle. So I take it also up in a curve and bend it in the way I want it, pointing my fingers to the ear, because I'm going to work on the ear. Hier, hè?
Ja.
Make a strong facial line. Je haar is zo lekker glad, hè? En dit is echt een slice haar, dus je pakt dan mooi die haartjes niet. Thin it a little bit out. And leave it for now. I come back when I get to the ear. Take all the hair up in the same position. Now lay the hair back to the front, and on the back of what I just cut, I thin it out. Technique. My lip was slipping after a day's work. Because I do it on the back, it will be much more soft. Now when I lay it back, I have also volume and also short hair. So that's why I do it on the back. This is a slice cutting technique. Working in the lines of fall. And it gives small details to the hairstyle. Take the hair up with my comb. Knowing that she loves to have the hair behind the ears, so it can be short in the underlayer. Rounding to the connection of the hair. So I give a rounding to the facial line. This I do by putting the hairs up the way I want with my comb. The comb gives the direction of cutting. Coming to the hairs behind the ear. Maar het is ook wel omdat ik al heel lang YouTube doe, dat ik ook al deze technieken beheers, ook zeg maar naast de camera. Want soms doe ik ze ook als het heel moeilijk wordt met een camera gewoon tussen mij in en jou in. Dan ben ik een chirurg.
Ja.
Ik de brandweer wel op de achtergrond.
Heb je altijd dezelfde kam?
It's not the firewire you hear. It's our tool to clean hairs from the saloon.
Is daar een naam voor? De haarzuiger.
Yeah, hairjet. It's called.
Hairjet.
Okay. Going farther on the line of cutting. Again, lay my hands in the line of falling, pointing down with my fingers, and I have to cut this way because otherwise you would see my arm, so it's a bit difficult position to cut in, but it's something I can, so why wouldn't I do this for you? All for the good things.
All for a good cause.
Yeah. Again, from the back to the front, thin it out. And this I do just from part centimeter from the center line of the skull. Again, it gives movement to the back and it gives a little bit of volume. And make a better fall to the hair. And this is a slice cutting technique, so I get in and close my scissor. I do two things at the same time, so I get more roughness into the style, but that gives more playable effect. So you see that little thongs in it. Lift the hair up with my scissor, catch them with my comb. You can hear that this scissor is made to slice. You can hear it by the way it cuts hair. It's ultra soft line of cutting. Now I hold my comb in the direction of the skull. So I take this skull bone as a guide, lift her hair up by pulling it to the upper layers and the upper hair. Using the maximum roundings of her skull. Again, take the hair up with my comb. The upper hair I leave a lot playable, so just play with the hair in a freehand style. Thin it out a little bit so it gets more volume up. Again, let the skull bone and the neckline be my guide. Zacht geluidje deze, hè?
Ja. Hap, hap, hap.
Ja, het is ook een heel zachte schaar dit. Het is heel scherp. En die geeft dus een heel zacht knipgeluid. Create a nice soft neckline, no hard lines into this. Sure, it doesn't mean that it has to be hard. I think I leave this side a little bit longer on top, so I get to work till I get me that line to do it on. This also to create a more feminine line. In freestyle, I just slice cut in the opposite lines. I love slicing. And to give myself that warm and soft feeling, I cut with this scissor. When I would take another scissor, it would feel hard for me to cut this hair. And now the scissor brings me into a smooth feeling. And I think that's important when you want to create something beautiful and soft. You have to create it with a scissor that supports that feeling. And not with one that feels hard and sounds hard. This one is just smoothly, gently taking the hairs away. And it's a wonderful scissor to play with. You can do anything with it. It's a Kiona Cobalt. You see how wonderful strong her skull is. She has a wonderful neckline. En het leuke van knippen. Dus voor jou als klant is dat gewoon ook leuk om te weten van wat speelt er nou allemaal.
Wat speelt er in Theo's hoofd?
Ja. Terrible things. It's only love. Whole day through. I think I could make a sound or a song of his. So it was cutting is my first love, and it will be my last. This part I leave on a stronger line, so I will take a line from the eye line out over the ear, lifting it up, give the effect by slicing. It's a fly landing on my head. Don't like it while I'm cutting. So for a feeling it's almost the same like the other side, but it gives a lot difference to the hairstyle. This part I slice from the front to the back, so I give it a movement to the back. Het is ook leuk haar wat je hebt.
Ja, ik heb een heel leuk haar.
Talking about the hair she has. She has funny hair, but nice to work with. It's a hard structure line, and there's there's no curves in it. It's just straight hair.
Yes.
Straight like this. Now I take a harder scissor. It makes harder lines. You can hear that. But now I have to work in a straight line, so that's why I need this scissor. It's also Keone Cobalt, but a totally different scissor from the one I just used. Scissors has a character, so you have to find out what the character is of a scissor. And that's why you always have to work with it to feel what it does for you. And this feeling of this scissor is a straight feeling, so it don't give me the feeling of making nice curves, slicing techniques, all that kind of things. It's not in this scissor. I don't feel this in this steel. Here's a nice hard tool. Lay the hair to the front and just slice a little bit to take off some weight. Deze kant gaat iets makkelijk voor mij. Je kunt horen dat je hard haar hebt.
Je hebt hard haar.
Ja, sterk haar heb je hoor. Blijft nog een beetje haar vrij.
Ja hoor, af en toe blaas ik een keer.
Now I'm going to connect the longer side to the short side. Do this also in the slice technique. So I started here with a jumping effect. Just a playable part into the hair. And now I'm going to connect this to that part. Do this also in what I just said in slice technique, so it will look stunning afterwards. It brings a lot of character to the hairstyle. minor corrections to the front. This I do, of course, in a point cut technique, so it will be a soft line and not a hard line. And it would eliminate the slicing technique, so that's why I use a point cut technique. So with a large teeth comb, I lay the hair aside. I made myself a gold felt bleach on 9%, a sturdy volume. I'll use my world famous plastic foil. And in freehand style I will lay the bleach on her hair, just to give it the playable effect. The nice thing about lighting up the hair is that you have a better way to control it with styling products, because you have a better hold of the styling products.
Yeah.
Just like painting something, take just a brush, make nice parts on the hair, not too much, just nice on top. Stay in the natural roundings, so it's always nice when the hair lays the way it goes. In America you call the first lines the money makers. So you bring a little bit more blonde into the front than into the back. This because it's the part that the customer sees. So it gives the most thrilling sensation when you look at yourself. With an ultra small amount I lay softness between the hair, so it gives just twinkles to the hair. I don't go too deep in because I want to remain strongness of the hairstyle there. Normaal was het niet zo druk.
Maar ja, dan bepaal je toch zelf?
Ja,
wie dan
soms niet.
Nee?
Nee. On top of this I laid my world famous carton wig. So it only stays on the places where I want it and don't flows into the hair. Then I close my plastic foil and I will control it in 20 minutes. And after it's good, and I think it's good, we'll be back to show you the end result. Zo mooi dit. In Amerika kunnen ze die van mij niet krijgen. Hello friends, back. We left the hair in a bit goldy stone. What I use now is a foam of rover hair. Smells lovely, feels good. The nice thing about a goldish blonde is that it suits better to her natural colors. I'm going to blow dry it with the use of my fingers. Nothing more than that, nothing less. Because I made the bleach with deep conditioner, you see that the hair is still in a wonderful condition. I don't feel like I used the bleach, and I don't want to feel that, because then the hair is damaged. And I know there are products afterwards to make the hair in a wonderful condition again. But I think when you can do it into your product, it's always better. For sofa blow drying. Now I'm going to take myself a nice styling product. This pomade of T.K.S. Small amount. Fold factor 8. The nice thing about this product is you can do anything with it. It makes lovely messy hairstyles. Also very strong.
Ik kan ook zo'n kuif.
Ja, zeker. Kijk maar. And the nice thing is when a pomade, an old fashioned, is a very greasy product, but this is not a greasy product. It becomes dry and you can restyle it. It brings all the shine into the hair. Bring out the playable effects I brought into it. You can see how lovely you can style with it. And this is my new hairstyle for Carolien. Okay, my love, you may turn for you and the rest of the world to show the end result of your hairstyle. And do you think you like it?
I like it.
Okay, thank you for modeling for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.